ወደ ቻናላችን ተከታታዮች ከዚህ ቀጥሎ የምናቀርብላችሁ ቪዲዮ የታዋቂውን ተመራማሪና ብዙ መጽሐፍ ጸሐፊ የሆኑትን የዶክተር ሮበርት ብሩስን የህይወት የራሳቸውን የህይወት ምስክርነት የሚያሳይ ቪዲዮ ነው። በዚህ ቪዲዮ ላይ ዶክተር ሮበርት ብሩስ ስለ መንፈሳዊ ዓለም ወይም ደግሞ ይሄ ስፒሪቹዋል ወርልድ ስለሚባለው ነገር ከማወቃቸው በፊት በራሳቸውን የሆነ ኢነርጂ ወይም ስፒሪት ያጠቃቸው እንደነበረና ይህንን ነገር የተለያየ አይነት ሪሊጅን የሆኑም ወይም ደግሞ በተለምዶ ያሉ ብዙ ነገሮች ሞክረው መፍትሄ እንዳላገኙ እንዲያውም አንዳንዶቹ እንዲያውም ችግሩ ሪል እንደሆነ ሲያውቁ እንደሸሿቸው እሳቸው ግን ከዛ በኋላ በብዙ አይነት መጽሐፎችና ብዙ ምርምሮችን በማድረግ ይህ እሳቸውን ማኒፑሌት ሊያታልላቸው የመጣ ኔጋቲቭ ኢነርጂ ወይም ኔግ ይሉታል እሳቸው በዚህ ቪዲዮ ላይ እንደምታዳምጡት ይህ ኔጋቲቭ ኢነርጂ የሚጠቀምባቸውን የተለያዩ ትሪክሶች ማታለያ መንገዶችን እሳቸው ማኒፑሌት ለማድረግ እንዴት አድርጎ እንደሚጠቀምና እንዴት አድርጎ ፍርሃትና የተለያዩ ጭንቀቶችን የተለያዩ ነገሮችን እሳቸው ውስጥ በመፍጠር እንዴት አድርጎ ይሸውዳቸው እንደነበርና ያንን መሸወዲያ ሲስተሙን እንደዚህ አይነት በኢትዮጵያ ውስጥም ሆነ በተለያየ ቦታ ሪሊጅን ሃይማኖትን ማስክ አድርጎ ሰዎች ሪያሊቲ ውስጥ ወይም ሰዎች ህይወት ውስጥ ሊጣበቅ የሚፈልግ መንፈስ የሚጠቀምበትን ማታለያ መንገዶች ካወቁ በኋላ ከተረዱ በኋላ እንዲሁም ደግሞ በዚህ ሳይንሱ መንገድ ይህን ነገር የተረዱት የኢነርጂን ማኒፑሌት የሚያደርጉ ኃይሎች እንዴት እንደሚጠቀሙ የተረዱ ሰዎችን የሚሰጡትን ሀሳብ ሁሉ ካገናዘቡ በኋላ ለብዙ ሰዎች የሚጠቅም ሃው ቱ ጋይድላይን ሃው ቱ ዲፌንድ ሳይኪ አታክ የሚል ብዙ መጽሐፎችን የጻፉና ብዙ ሰዎችን በዚህ በዌስተርኑ ዓለም እንደዚህ ሪሊጅንን ወይም ሃይማኖትን ወይም ደግሞ የተለያየ ባህላዊ ወይም ደግሞ ሁኔታዎችን እንደ ምክንያት ተጠቅሞ ሰዎች ላይ አታች አድርጎ ሰዎች ሪያሊቲ ውስጥ ገብቶ ሰዎችን ህይወት ሊያስቸግር ወይም ማኒፑሌት ሊያደርግ የሚፈልግ መንፈስ የሚጠቀምበትን ማታለያ መንገዶችና እንዴት አድርጎ ሰዎች ሊከላከሉ ራሳቸውን ሊከላከሉ ሊጠብቁ እንዲሁም ደግሞ ካላሰቡት ጥቃት መጫወቻ ከመሆን ሊያድኑ እንደሚችሉ ብዙ ትምህርቶችን ይሰጣሉ። መጽሐፎቻቸው በእነኚህ ከፊት የምታዩቸው መጽሐፎች በአማዞን የሚገኙ ሲሆኑ ከዛም በላይ ደግሞ ብዙ ቪዲዮዎችን በመልቀቅ በዩቲዩብ እና በሶሻል ሚዲያ ለብዙ ሰዎች ከእንደዚህ አይነት ችግር መውጫ ምክንያት ሲሆኑ ታይተዋል እና በአሁኑም ሰዓት ብዙ ሰዎችን እያስተማሩ ይገኛሉ። ለእናንተም ይህን ቪዲዮ እንድታዩት አካፍለናል። ወደፊትም እንደዚህ አይነት ብዙ ሰዎችን የሚያስተምሩ የማያውቁ ሰዎችን ለካ እንዲህ አይነትም ከኔ ውጭ የሆነ አካል ሊያታለኝ ይመጣል ብለው የማይጠረጥሩ የዋህ ሰዎችንም እንዲያውቁና ከዛው ራሳቸውን እንዲጠብቁ ወይም በዚህ ችግር ውስጥ ያሉ ሰዎች ካሉ ሼምና ምን ተፍረት ይዟቸው ይሄን ነገር ብናገር ሰው ያምነኝም ብለው የሚሉ ሰዎች ካሉ እነኚህን ሰዎች ሁሉ ነፃ የሚያወጣ የሚያፈታ ቪዲዮዎች ብዙ ለቀዋል። ተመልከቱት። ወደፊት በስፋት እንለቀዋለን። ተመልከቱት።
You'll find a lot of content in this program to be not found in my book, The Practical Psychic Self Defense Handbook, for various reasons. One, some things are very difficult to write and share in a book. Publishers are often uncomfortable in printing certain things. Some of the memories involved here are very, very painful for me. Some of the memories are downright terrifying, and others are just plain embarrassing. And I got my baby son out of the back seat from his harness and picked him up, and the instant I stood up with my son, the entity took complete control of me. Me was pushed aside. It's like my astral body was pushed slightly out of alignment with my physical body, and the neg driving my body walked towards the edge carrying my baby son, and the edge was about probably 30 feet away, and I'm fighting every step of the way, but I couldn't connect to my body. I'd move my arms and just my astral arms would move. I could see my face about that far away from me, see the look on my face, and saw it was giggling, and I could even read some of the mind. I was aware of what this thing was thinking as well and what it planned to do. It was planning to walk to the edge of the rooftop car park, throw my son off with lots of giggles over that, and then do a swan dive and leap down to the pavement below and kill me. Most healers and priests and teachers also can't help. They believe they can help and they go through the motions, but in reality, if you have a serious neg problem, they can't help. I've known people, and myself, when it happened to me, went to a bunch of healers and teachers asking for help, and when they discover that you have a real serious neg problem, they ask you to leave. They stop returning your phone calls. They just drop you like a hot cake because you don't fit in their reality. I have extrapolated from my decades of experience working in this area where negs come from, where their dimension is, and it's a little bit more positive than just being some vague other dimension that we can't touch that's very close to ours. The average human being, the rest of the world, knows less than 1% about negative inorganic beings and the greater reality in general. I have broken the different types of negs that I've encountered and worked with over the years down into a few basic types. Type 1 negative entity is the strictly earthbound, earth element type neg, which is the most problematic in the world today. This probably accounts for over 90%, probably 95% of problems. And these problems are fairly easily dealt with in comparison to other types of negs, because they're very, very limited in what they can do. They are strictly bound to the surface of the earth, and they're very, very vulnerable to running water and electrical earthing countermeasures. It's obvious to me that many different species of negative entities are involved because of the differences when you examine a lot of cases. A basic common or garden variety neg on human attack happens very, very quickly, and it will typically last a period of about 3 to 4 weeks, and then it will end for no particular reason. It seems that human beings are quite a difficult proposition for, you could say, wild, free-roaming negs. It likely takes a lot of experience in order to attach to a human, infiltrate their chakra system to a point where you gain some access to the being within and some level of control. So I think that's quite variable, and otherwise, if that wasn't true, I mean, life would be very difficult for human beings in this world today. They can't cross running water. That was my big realization, because after this I started actively experimenting with that, using that as an active countermeasure, looking for other related countermeasures like electrical grounding, and experimenting like this once I had something to go on led me to more and more countermeasures that actually worked. And I pieced it all together. Now, after that realization, I had people coming to me, coming out of the woodworks with entity problems in their home with themselves, and I had more negs attacking me and more experiences, which gave me opportunities to test my countermeasures under live field conditions. It was like you couldn't have planned this better if you had literally planned it from the start. My education in this area was profound. It's not a good idea to wait until a neg problem happens before you learn how to identify it and how to do something about it. It may not happen to you, ever, but it might happen to someone you know or someone you love. And you will have the knowledge within you to identify that and help them to take action before anything bad happens. and in that way to save them a great deal of grief and pain. In that sense, the knowledge I'm presenting here is absolutely priceless.